Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Sinazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, I want to talk about a trending topic over here because people are blowing it out of context. So my deliberation or discourse on this subject, it's going to be double-faced. Simply means I'm going to juxtapose it to both Ayamarwa and MissTrudy, both Ayamarwa and Rocio. So in mirror of the said subject, that is Wode and MissTrudy. That is the subject, the story of divorce. Well, I'll speak to the aspect of the divorce. But before we speak on the aspect of divorce, people are asking questions. What are the exact things that MissTrudy said in that interview that really elicited people's reaction? That even the lazy gang themselves are now came out as a double-faced. Now came out in their true regalia to mean that they simply hate Ayamarwa. Not because Ayamarwa is doing something bad, but because the hatred itself is full to the brim, so verbiage that they cannot make them breathe. The question again, isn't it the same thing that Rocio has been saying, that she's homesick, that certain times that he's saying, maybe I've been eating ugali too much and this time around I'm not going to eat ugali. What has been the reaction of the lazy gang going forward? Now, if you're coming across this video for the very first time, kindly take a time, second or two, subscribe to my YouTube chit chat, click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. To my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after a break. Welcome back, my dear good people. Let's dive in, lest we forget. Now, the story here is about divorce. Is there any looming divorce between Trudy and Wode? Not at all. I've not seen any sign. I've not seen any person venting over divorce. These are people's stories and people's creation. Of course, people are scrambling for views and are making good use of these trending stories. So, there isn't. You know, I want to maintain the same intelligence and the same kind of a narrative. Not a double-faced, not a double-speak, but I want to maintain my integral part and integrity that I cannot shift the goalpost. And why am I speaking of the goalpost? The goalpost is, before we proceed in, let me ask you this question. We've seen Ayamarwa and Rocio, the bromance, the discussion, and all their relationship experience sometimes being brought through this YouTube lens. And we captured them. At one time, I remember Ayamarwa and Rocio sat down, started speaking of their relationship experience. When Rocio was saying things that she doesn't like, things that she has adapted in Africa. Are you there? Plus the food. Because the culinary signature itself came because it's part of delicacy. Because people are living in different cultures, African and a European lady. That is it. What was the reaction of the lazy gang thereafter? What was the reaction of the lazy gang thereafter? The reaction of the lazy gang, in fact, for a long time has been painting Rocio as a racist. Others are calling Rocio as a parasite because Rocio just said a simple statement that somebody who is so intelligent could really grasp what Rocio was saying. Difference in culture, difference in culinary signatures. Other foods Rocio has been trying to eat and others she cannot take it anymore. That one has got no difference. What MissTrudy said that he's got difficulty in eating fufu. The same thing Rocio said, ugali, she's been eating for a very long time, that now going forward, she's not been feeding on ugali. The negative reactors came in, called Rocio names. Oh, Rocio should go home. Rocio should go back to Argentina. Oh, Marwa is not taking good care of Rocio. Goal shifting at the double-faced. and doublespeak. And that one really shows to you that the reaction that is geared towards Marwa, there is no fairness at all. It is a reaction and negative with obtuse mind and skewed negatively to bring them down, not because to protect. An example that I want to give you, let's hear what most of negative reactors had to come and speak to defend Wode, had to come and defend Miss Trudy of her utterances.
Her family, and she explained a lot of things. She was so cool in that interview, honestly speaking. And if you go back and watch that interview, you are going to see that Miss Trudy was not just doing that interview with any bad intention in her heart. You know me, if Miss Trudy try any nonsense, I will give it to her back to back. But when somebody is talking, you know, without any intention, like without any bad intention, people have to realize and accept what the person is saying in that video. But when the person come, like give, you know, an interview and talking very bad and with real full chest, that is when you will not condemn the person. In that video, there are a lot of things that Miss Trudy talked, but at the same time, she explained everything she said in that video. She did not just say something like, oh, I don't like Ghanaian fufu, and she didn't just say, oh, I don't like Ghanaian fufu, and she left. Or like, oh, Maya used to leave me. Questions, you know, questions brings answers. Like, if someone asks me today, how do you feel about Kenya, or how do you feel about German food? I'm going to really still give, like, you know, in every country there are foods that we struggle. Even in Kenya, a lot of people like me, for example, if I go to Kenya, even though I grew up with ugali, I will really struggle to eat ugali. That is the truth. Because I remember the last time I visited Nigeria and my mother cooked ugali. Because if you know northern part of Nigeria, if you are a northerner, shout out to you, you know that we eat tuwo. And tuwo is exactly like ugali. I remember when my dad was still alive, my dad would really cook it like that Kenyan ugali, very strong, because that's how he used to like it. So that is what I was born and brought up with, that ugali. So now, if I now see that ugali, somebody give me that ugali, that smell of fresh corn, I cannot take it again. So it's so hard. What am I even trying to say? So that is what they asked Trudy in that interview. What do you think was the difference between Kenyan food, even though there are similarities between that Ghana fufu and Kenya ugali, there are still also.
And that is Black Demon. And Black Demon is specifically and speaking that there is nothing wrong, Miss Trudy said. I also agree, because I want to maintain my balance. Because I'm a true believer of fairness. I'm a true believer of the truth. There was nothing wrong that Miss Trudy said. Miss Trudy was just telling people about the experiences and the cultural difference and delicacy, signature or culinary signature, what she finds so easy eating and not eating. Are you there? So these are the things that have hungered people. But it's not said that Wode is seeing other women outside, that Wode is knocking other women outside. No, that was not in her vocabularies. In fact, she never even mentioned it. Are you there? But people blown it out of. My question that I'm asking you, why is it if it's for Rocio and Marwa, people twist it and people blow it out of proportion? This is Black Demon, and she's even gone it further. She's mentioned something elsewhere, not just opposed to Wode, but to Miss Trudy, because Miss Trudy she's a Kenyan. Now, a West African protecting a fellow West African. Black Demon is saying, if Miss Trudy could have said something wrong, I would have come for her back on back and fire on fire. Okay, that statement really speaks volume. And that statement made me thinking that people are now drawing line because of the region. Black Demon being a West African, And Wode being a West African has to have the backing of the West African fellow reactor and a YouTuber. That's why MissTrudy had to be termed so and had to be boxed in a corner. Could you do 1, 2, 3, 4? Therefore, I would be coming for you. Why not going for Wode, if at all? Because Wode also tweeted. That one is a rallying call and a wake-up call to all Kenyans who are reactors. Why are you against of your own? Why can't you come and protect what only you have? You see, the West Africans are protecting their own. But the Kenyans, with gullible reaction that are not making sense, that's twisted, are very sharp to skin their own alive. Not because of their own have done a mistake, but because their own is being perceived elsewhere by the power might be that are so agitated with the development records and the prominence or the opulence of Emarwa, from grace to grace, making them so jittery. Now, people has to be paid to do dirty reaction. It's a rallying call to Kenyans. The same way you see Kenyans have reacted online and wanted to protect MissTrudy. Yours truly, I'm a Kenyan. But I won't allow my intelligence to be obtusely skewed. I can't trade my authenticity because of a dime. Truth all the time. It is this black demon who has created and instigated stories about Rocio, calling Rocio or other kind of story. When Rocio said, it's not feeling comfortable, but it's adapting because it's very hard living in Africa when you're white because people view you kind of a mizungu. What did the lazy gang took that information to mean? They went and twisted that Rocio is racist. Rocio is speaking bad about blacks, blown out of context. Now, because the story of MissTrudy and Wode was blown out of the context, now they found themselves on the other back, trying to defend the truth. It's my plea and calling them, why can't you also protect the truth that you always see, that you always come and twist? What has become of you? Why the double speak? Let's look out another YouTuber and another reactor who came to defend MissTrudy going forward.
All of them traveling to different parts of the world. It's not like Wode is traveling and MissTrudy is at home, then Wode will just come at home. No, Wode is traveling one corner of the world, this one is traveling the other corner of the world, which is work. Of course, they're working. Guys, for me, I was traveling and my wife was here in Nairobi at home, but we were having those challenges, okay? Like, I would go for 1 month, I'll go for 2 months, I'll go for 2 weeks consecutively without coming back home. Guys, it's a challenge. It's tricky. It's hard. Okay? It's hard. Those content creators that have also traveled together, you guys, do you guys remember there was a particular time when I was traveling with Mapopo? There was also a time where I was traveling with Pamba and we were shooting content. It's not easy because when you are doing, you want to go, today you have plans like we are going to shoot at the beach or we are going to shoot at a particular place. You reach there, this person is shooting, this other person is also shooting. Guys, it's just similar content. So what do? You have to separate each other. You have to go different paths so that at least you guys will bring something different on the table. Otherwise, it will be just similar content. And similar content, of course, will not sell because, like, why should I watch you? I remember there's a video, there's a time where we went to Kampala, Uganda, and then we did a video of the shrine. I've forgotten the name of that shrine.
And that is Nairobi teacher, speaking of his experience, how he used to do vlogs domestically, just within Kenya, traveling one place to another, and the wife used to complain. So what is the problem if Miss Trudy complained about 1, 2, 3, 4? He was not complaining. It was just sharing the experience of ups and downs within their relationship because she was asked that question. We wouldn't be here if Miss Trudy at all never attended that interview, or if at all that interviewer couldn't have asked Miss Trudy the question and Miss Trudy responded that way. Miss Trudy was just being honest. The same way, when Rocio asked question by Amarwa, Rocio was just being honest and saying what she feels. But the lazy reactor has taken a swipe of Marwa and Rocio. Why the double speak? Nairobi teacher. The same way you are now protecting the fellow Kenyan who is Miss Trudy and Wode. Why couldn't you just use the same yardstick? You're measuring Wode and Miss Trudy on Ayamarwa. Why can't you just employ fairness even at once so that people could as well believe in your craft? Guys, my issue here is just to give you comparisons and juxtapose it to the MRO situation in mirror of Wode and Miss Trudy controversies. It's purely on the basis of reaction, purely on the basis of relationship. This simply means that the vexation that people are putting here on street towards Marwa, there is no fairness at all. These are the things that are instigated to bring the two down. Either people who are against Marwa relationship, people who are against Rocio, people who are against their progress, and people who just hate Marwa because of no reason, because they found themselves in a platform when such kind character and brand Marwa is being demonized. Therefore, because their incapacity or their delinquencies in doing research to know what's really wrong, they have got no time. What speaks louder? Something that's so synthesized, something that's not just appealing to the eye, then they found themselves in that group. They've been into captives for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? That is it. That one is not to mean that I'm supporting what is going on. The twisting words that people are saying that they're divorced. I want to make it clear and boldly that nothing wrong MissTrudy did. With the tweet of Wode that Wode tweeted and said, only the intelligent people will understand. I will talk about the situation after I've quitted. So people again have taken that cryptic message to mean other things, to be twisted. To quit what? The relationship or what? After he quit, maybe traveling, where he was traveling because he's busy doing content. After he quitted, maybe after YouTube, because at one point, it's been seen saying that he's going to quit YouTube very soon. There's nothing wrong. Guys, I want to tell you, homesickness is very real. Even me, I'm not in Africa. I've been living in this country for long, and there is homesickness that really bedevils me. Sometimes, I just say, and I just put my eye and focus on the ball, because what brought me here is not about the relationship. What brought me here is to make my ends meet. Because the things that I'm doing here, I wouldn't have done them back there because there was no that opportunity. Now the opportunities avail myself. Why can't I just better myself such that when I am back home, then things will be fine? In marriage, nothing comes as rosy. There is ups and downs, and these are the things that Rocio, MissTrudy, has been talking about. Distance relationship itself, it's not so easy. Only few survives. But when somebody comes and shares it on this YouTube street, should not be a moment of you people want to twist the story and bring them down. That one I'm disagreeing big time. It's for once that that you people, you should learn from this. That issue of relationship itself, sometimes when people speak, other people on the other side you can judge, maybe because you're not yet married, you've never experienced the distance relationship. And the relationship between Wode and MissTrudy is purely business relationship. Business. All of them for themselves, they're doing YouTube. All of them are now started doing business. So you're doing this business, I'm doing business, so they know what they are doing. The soon what Marwa and Rocio is going to start traveling together after Rocio has given birth. And even by the time they were traveling together, people used to diss them all over a long time. You know, when Amara was traveling with Rocio, people are saying, oh, Amara won't manage. Oh, this lady is draining Amara, she should get back home. Now when Wode has told Trudy to be traveling alone, people are now on this street, oh, Wode is traveling. Wode is still believing that she's single. My friend, I believe in fairness in my reaction, and I want to state it categorically. Sometimes let us use our mind so well when we want to apply the same yardstick to these people. There's nothing divorce on MissTrudy and Wode. There's nothing divorce on Marwa and Rocio. There's nothing bad that Rocio and Marwa has ever said. They're just saying their experience. There's nothing bad Marwa, Wode and MissTrudy said that really jeopardizes their relationship that's here at the moment. Guys, I want to hear your thought at the comment section. Kindly pen it down there. And kindly take time to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.